What's up, Gravy? What's up, Glock? Thanks for the in-chat announcement. Yeah, sorry about that, Ivan. It's really just a matter of like, you know, when family stuff's going on and all that. Sometimes I can start a little sooner, just depending on family schedule stuff, but I'll try to remember to upload it to YouTube. Hopefully tonight. The goal is to try to get to 89% spinning. Now that's a lofty goal. It's probably not going to happen, but any progress we can get towards that. I think we're at 87.8 or 87.9. So, man, I really should have timed this better. I should have already been out here. This is happy hour for me. Almost melted the game there. For what it's worth, I don't know that I would say premium is worth it until you get to higher level. At least in your 20s, probably. I mean, you're going to get skill points so fast at low levels. You don't make any extra money. So, I don't know. Yeah, you do not have to be at the lake where you're getting repairs done. You just have to be logged into the game. Yes, but you'll have to be back to pick them up from that specific lake. That's right. What did we hook into here early? Probably a pike. No, it's a little salmon. I like it. Alright, we are on happy hour. Happy hour indeed. It's been raining for days at Volkov. It's crazy. Whoa. Oh, come on. Good start. So far we've got 2 salmon, 1 pike. Yeah, let me catch those tiny zander. Just give me chances for points and... Oh yeah, I'm just going to spin fishing. Yeah, we're 87.9. So 89% is sort of the next goal. If we could just get a point or 2 during happy hour, that would help. Yeah, I did a little bit at, I just tried a couple spots at Amber earlier, but I didn't stay very long. And then this is probably my 3rd day, in-game day, fishing Volkov today. What's up, Clicker? So we'll probably just do this for a little while, and then if I get bored of this, I might go do Seversky Donuts Drift at the end of the stream. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to fish carp tonight. I'm just really kind of going to chill, spin fishing for a little bit, and then probably call it for the night. That would be funny if I trolled Mosquito for the points. I've tried to troll Mosquito one time. If it actually wasn't that long ago. It's a nice salmon. And it seemed really slow. I don't know, maybe I didn't have the right lures or wasn't trolling over the right areas. I don't know that it's always that slow, but man, it seemed brutal. Oh, that's awesome, Glock. Well, that's my goal. If I can get to 90% spin fishing, I'm going to try to actually target pike a little bit. Dang. All you do is carp. You can do a lot worse than just carp fishing. Salmon are amazing today. I mean, I haven't caught a real juicy one yet, but it's been consistently good. Look at all those salmon. They were biting well in original popper 11F007 using the walk the dog method. See, I'm afraid if I go pike fishing, it'll distract me from the motivation of leveling up so that I can then go pike fishing. We're using a steel leader Glock. That's a marker Xander, isn't it? Yeah, it might be a little small. No, it is a marker. Is there a general like agreement on the size of the steel leader you want? Like how much strength are people getting on their steel leaders? Come on, we need to sneak in at least 0.1% of point in spin fishing before noon. I can't remember what live perch size is. You had to use 22 because 25s were out of stock? Is that they were out of stock or what? Or they just don't have them? Can you even make your own steel leaders? I'm not even sure. Again, I've just not ever done pike fishing. What was I just going to look at? You don't think so? You can't make steel leaders. Doesn't that seem weird? Oh, thank you, Ivan. That's what I was going to look at. Yeah. 100 to 150. So I think I released one that I could have turned into a live bait fish. Pretty sure I did. What about unlocking PVA, Glock? Are you motivated to unlock PVA? PVA is the business. I've already made like, I can only make about 25 fish pieces a day before I just like can't handle it anymore. So I'm just releasing stuff that's could be fish pieces. What percentage do you have to be to use the spot rod? I always tell people that can't use PVA to do spotting, but you also have to be a certain percentage to do that, don't you? Isn't that something? Yeah, spot rods is way down here. It's just after marker. Oh, it's probably the same actually. It's after. So you'll get spot rods before bait fish. Is it 80? So have any of y'all fished bear today? How good is bear? Saw people talking about it, but I wasn't sure if it was really how good it was. Ooh, did you see that? I just lost connection to the server or something. I've got numbers now. Somebody just reached level 20. Grats 1701009. Grassy scared you back in the day. So it's been good for you, Flax? Good. Black Carp. Your name is still a name. Some of them are starting to come back, it looks like. Well, we haven't hit our point yet, and it's almost noon. Wait, what? See, I don't know who this is from. That's for trolling mosquito? Wait, is it actually good? Is that what you're saying? Oh, crap. So this is somebody that won baits the other night in a lure. I don't know what that is. Heavy Simmons Leader EXT. Like, it doesn't say what it is, so once I put it in my inventory, I don't know if it's going to even recognize, if I'm going to be able to identify which size it is. It's probably small. My guess would be, if you're trolling mosquito, you're using mostly like spinner baits and small spoons. I don't know. It's a 45 kilo steel leader? That's for trolling mosquito? Why? What, are you catching pike all the time or what? Or was it a joke? Ah, joke. Gotcha. Sorry, without the name showing up, it's throwing me off a little bit. For those Chinese sleepers. Oh, that's actually what you would probably want to do, is troll the wacky rig so you could actually catch fish there. If that would even work. Now that's something I haven't tried. I tried trolling there one time and it was like 88%. Finally. Okay. 2% to go. My guess is that Volkov is better than Corey right now for trolling. I could be wrong, but it just feels like Volkov is actually quite good at the moment, both in volume and in quality. And I just haven't seen a lot about Corey lately. Ooh, that sounds rough. That sounds rough, yeah. Alright, thanks for the info. I mean, it's been raining so much at Volkov. Like, my comfort level has just been low for several days now. Wow. Okay, I think this is the big one. Is it? How big is it? It might be a keep the trolling motor on size. I don't know that it's very big, like, or that big, but it's running, it's strong. I also may need to replace my line. I should look at line quality. Alright, I think we're getting it now. Ooh, never mind. I'm just nervous it's going to be a pike and it's about to bite through my line. Nope, it's a salmon. 88.1. I love it. I love it. That's a chub. Yeah, I guess we're fine. I think, I honestly think that right now, the best place to catch juicy salmon is in this square here, D6. It happens over and over to me. It's not that I don't catch anything else on the rest of this journey, but that's consistently been where the best ones. Yeah, I've seen a lot of sterlets coming out in chat. Some big, nice sterlets. $88.2, guys. Oh, the dream. I did hook into one catfish out here earlier, but it was only like 11 kilos. It wasn't too big. Actually, it might have been 8 kilos. It felt scary for a second, and then it came right in. You talking about the steelheads? I'm using 2 steelheads and 1 steelness. The steelness is pretty pricey. The steelheads are fairly reasonable. I don't remember the exact price, but when it hits overnight hours, I can go look in the store. I think you're okay with the caliber. I don't know about the Titan. Somebody was asking me about Titan recently on a video on YouTube comments. I've never used it. I haven't used the caliber, but I at least know a little bit about the caliber from watching other people use it. Titan, I have no idea. What's the strength of the Titan? I wouldn't use the Gold 60 at amber unless you're fishing out of the pond, or unless you are taking measures to try to minimize your risk of hooking into big carp. I think you really stand a chance of getting spooled on a Gold 60. You could do some like tricky stuff with braid to give you more line on the spool and then a leader, but even still, you really want the full spool size with those big carp at amber. 13.5. So the Titan is actually has less strength than the like Alpha 8000 Gold 80. To me, the minimum I can imagine trying to carp fish at amber would be an Alpha 8000 Gold 80. And even that, I think you've got to be a little bit careful. But like right now, where the pond at amber is actually really nice. I mean, it's really got a decent bite rate. Like, you can fish with all that stuff at the pond. You're not going to get spooled. It's just a matter of, you know, wait until the fish gets a little tired and pull it in. And a lot of the carp in the pond right now, according to what bait setup you use, a lot of them are a little on the small side. So it's kind of like you're volume fishing for carp, which can still be very valuable and good experience. So it's kind of perfect if your gear is a little on the small side. And what's your experience been like, T-Beard? Have you felt like you've been in danger at all, or pretty good? But I would definitely start in the pond, Flax, and just sort of get a feel for it. Yeah, that's what I would think, Glock. Yeah, I hear you, T-Beard. Thankfully, you can make a lot of silver at Amber, so you can save for new gear pretty aggressively. Did you see that? I just twitched that asp right onto the line. Somebody just said hello in in-game chat, but all I have are numbers. Dang, Glock. You must have been patient. Are you doing it all on like ultralight, T-Beard? Or have you also found some like feeder, some decent feeder spots? Because I was thinking about that, like, I don't know how hot it is, but that might not be a bad place to level up spin fishing a little bit. Isn't that weird how some fish just don't fight as much as others, Glock? Are you just casting the night crawlers into the deepest part of that one hole? That big hole that runs along the main island? Some trophy commons will fight you a little bit. Not like some of the other variety, but I wouldn't say commons don't fight at all. So what you making your money on then, T-Beard? Mostly the like brown trout and grayling and stuff, asp. I guess loads of chub too, probably, huh? Are any of the weeklies on? I guess it would all be ultralight, wouldn't it? Mostly. Okay, that's all Volkov. Of course, the. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Volkov. Well, the leathers do get the biggest. That is for sure. Yep, so there's some winding on the chubs. Man, those hornets are doing good. And the spikers. Oh, sorry, I was looking at winding. We're talking about Belaya, Aquila. Okay. What about, isn't it brown trout? Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, so it still is some of these spikers, huh? Okay. The weather finally cleared up. I wonder if that's why it's been so good out here, is because of the rain. It's just constant rain. I was making, I don't know, about 400 silver a day here the first 2 days I fished here today. This doesn't seem like this one's going to be quite as good. Although one big pike or one big salmon could change that for sure. Spiker 2, 8, and 12. Oh, there's a cat. .2. So we've gotten 0.3% during happy hour. I think that's about as the minimum I ever get during happy hour, seems like these days. Pretty respectable. Names haven't fully showed up for me yet. How does happy hour work? If I log out during overnight and then I log back in and it's daytime, do I get to finish my happy hour, or is it an hour from the time that you start it, whether you're logged in or not? .3. So you could kind of cheese it in terms of when spin fishing is really dead overnight. But what's up, Castronaut? The problem with that is, I mean, I could maybe do it right off the dock or start trolling right from the dock, but by the time I got back out here, it'd be over anyway. What are you trying to get points in? Bottom fishing? Have you tried like using different bottom methods and stuff, like set one up paternoster or inline or something, another one loop? Oh, spin, I gotcha. Yeah, I've been really fortunate, I feel like, the last few days. I've consistently been getting points, even outside of happy hour. It's been really nice. I mean, I went from, what, like 85 to now just over 88 this week. That was a weird bite. I'm curious what this is. Just a really small salmon. Pyro Crew, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You think spinning helps? Well, it's just the volume of fish you're catching, right? I mean, we've caught, I don't even know. I've got 26 keepers, so I've probably caught twice that much. Easy. That's a lot of chances. This is when we hope to hook into a big salmon. It's like late enough to hit it. We're coming into the right spot. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do next, because I've done a ton of Volkov today, so I might just go chill on Seversky. After happy hour's over, just chill doing that while we're streaming tonight. I don't know if y'all have seen any of my videos this week, but I spent a lot of my silver on a new ultralight toy. I'm loving my setup now for ultralight stuff. I'm not trying for no belugas. You crazy? I'd try for catfish before I did belugas, and I don't want to try for catfish either. Maybe after they come out with heavy spinners. I don't know. I might drift for catfish one of these days and just for the experience, but when they come out with heavy bait casters, it'll be a lot more fun. Oh yeah, I agree, T-Beard. It's so much fun. It hasn't been like super lucrative for me, but it's like I feel like it's a decent average. Like you're always gonna at least make 150 silver, even if you don't hit anything special. And if you hit some of the rare stuff or a really nice one, then you'll go up from there. Although it's also pretty easy to do cafe orders because you're getting such a wide variety of weird stuff. Alright, this is when we need a big ol' Atlantic to just jump on our line. There's still time. I haven't been making anywhere near 400 a day at least. Now, I've been making close to 200 a day, I'd say. With cafe orders. What's up, Evil? Welcome back. Daggum. I feel like the game owes me a point in spin fishing right now because I just failed on a river mussel during happy hour. There's this small window of time where fishing is just so hot. And it might be over. Come on. We should get one more fish here. So 32 keepers. Probably like 200 silver maybe. I don't know. No, I just mentioned it at the end. It's like, I don't know, between 1900 and just before 2300. I feel like they're just jumping out of the water. And then it's pretty good in the morning too, but the salmon at night just seem to be the best. Alright, there's probably going to be our last fish there. Let's see what it is. It's weird, some of the names still haven't gone back from numbers yet. At night, what can you spin fish at Volkov? I mean, if the Xander are really hot, you can spin fish for Xander. Obviously, you could try to jig or whatever for catfish or burbot, but it's pretty slow. Mostly you want to find a spot and bottom fish at night for like bream, eyed, burbot. What's up, Amar? How you doing, buddy? Chub. Oh yeah. Early evening, chub will still bite some. Doing pretty good. Must be a chub or something. No? .3. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Amar. It's nothing quite as, well, one of the more fun things is getting into a good MMO. 20 kilos. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. That is a nice salmon order, huh? That'd be a fun fight. Nice trophy. 350, so a little more than I thought. It's like anything over 4 kilo, you're getting 20 plus silver on the salmon. Now, I had a couple of 7 and 8 kilo pike the last day I did this, which that helped a ton too. Those go up in value as well. So almost back to 3,000 silver. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, and 3. $22.4. Do I want to start with 4 or 3? That should be good. Long time no see, Dellerfin. How you doing? Dashes in and sits in the lurk section. It's been really hot where I am too, Dellerfin. I think we did hit above 90 today. Okay, that Rudd order is possible, but there's only 26 hours left. Sichel order, possible, but that's a big Sichel. That would be fun to get the Black Sea Shemaya going. We do get rough sometimes, but 3 of them, I don't know. Oh, I didn't set the rods up in the right numbers. That's true. We need a couple of good perch orders, don't we? So this reel is new, the Siberia Ice Bolt SIBHSR. Goes well with my Cardinia Ultralight. And then, let's see, we want to put the Model 1 in 2 and then this in 3. Nothing new on this rig. I just moved stuff around. I've got the Trident pillar now on this ultralight rod, which I've had for a long time. But it just matches up better. I'm sorry. This is not ultralight. This is light. Out of the 3 that I'm using, this is the one that's not ultralight. It's a little heavier, but we've got the Dodger on there. Yeah, the Ice Bolt's awesome. Nice start. Pontic Shad marker and 88.4 on spin fishing. And then this is the completely new setup that I got. It's that's bait casting. This is a spin fishing ultralight setup. The Heaven Creek Eros SP60UL. And I got a Zyman Bird to put on it, which is a nice little spinning reel. But I think I want to try a different nasty worm that I've not used before, like maybe the 08. Just see if we see what we catch on that. Not that this one will be in the water that much, because the bite rate will end up being pretty high on the other one. Let's just see how this does. There we go. Oh, it's a pumpkin. Even though the bite rate is not always great on the Dodger, it's so good on the other 2 lines that I like having it in there, because I tend to see a decent amount of
Challenge accepted.
I tend to see a decent amount of Volgazander and Xander on there. Thank you so much, FAM Chaos. Welcome back, Chaos. It's good to have you here, and thanks for the resub. There's a Volga. Have you been getting any gaming in lately, Chaos? What you been up to? What have you been playing the most? Stardew Valley, nice. That is another addictive one. PoE and Counter-Strike. Okay. What about Valorant? Have you tried that one? Isn't that available now or not? Gotcha. I want to keep this one out in the middle as much as possible. That's a decent little fish here. Oh, it's a chub. Valorant's available for everyone now, right? Didn't they actually like release it or whatever? Yeah. I think I haven't visually seen anything myself, but I think I saw or read or something that it has to do with like farming, or you're like planting stuff and then fighting. I don't know. I don't know much. Are you excited about it? It's called Harvest. Yeah. Are you pretty excited about it? That comes out, what, in a week or two, right? See what kind of mood I'm in. I might check it out. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, they always do such a good job on that stuff. That's cool. That seems like that would be fun. Yeah, this is just constant bite rate on this first line. Like, I'm really not hardly catching anything on the third one. I mean, look at that. It's already got a fish on it. It is a lot of perch right now, but that kind of changes as you go down the river. You'll hit some like spots where other fish will be pretty active as well. What's up, Bionic? Are you still in my in-game chat? What level are you, Bionic? Like, where are you fishing at when you did play? There's a pumpkin. 23, 24. So you've made it to Volkov. You can fish here. I don't know if you've fished here yet at the newest river, Seversky. Yeah, you were doing Sura. I guess that was the last place you unlocked. That sounds about right. Well, Seversky's a lot of fun if you're into drifting. I mean, it's a lot of ultralight. It's real small fish, but lots of different types, lots of different species. And, but it still has the Xander and Volga Xander that Sura has as well. But it's nice because you don't have to hear the boat engine. That's not an easy trophy to get. Is that a Sichel? Yeah. Still nothing on the Dodger. Maybe it'll pick up as we get a little later in the day. It usually does pretty good here. I guess I could switch it out if I need to. Maybe I should just have 3 wacky rigs going. I mean, I think with 2 wacky rigs on in the rod holders, the bites just come so fast. You almost don't need a 3rd rod at all. Yes, Glock. That's my goal. I haven't really looked to see how much silver I'm gonna need for that. I mean, I think it's bait casting reels, so I can just put my steelness on it. I don't know what like a decently strong jerk bait rod will run me. And then we need to level up making lures. Where is the first? There's wobbler, crank, minnow, jointed, but jerkbait's the last one. Daggum. That's a lot of silver. You're at 80%? Dang. Yeah, the steelhead's really nice. I've got a couple steelheads I use at Volkov. Okay, we're going to switch this up. It's just been too long without a bite. What if we try... I mean, I know spoons and spinner baits will work, but what if we try like one of these small cranks? Any ideas, any suggestions? Or maybe like a small minnow? These are really small minnows. We could try one of them. I've got a couple, like, you mean like a hopper type thing? Drift with a hopper on? What would that be like? Is that what you mean by top runner? Here, I'm gonna try this for a minute. Something real shallow. I'll try it. Let me see if this catches anything. So many of these fish are just so small. And not that many of them are predators. We're using wacky rigs and we're catching all these like non-predator fish because it's like, you know, a wacky rig, wacky worm, or whatever they are. And we'll catch bream, we'll catch carp this way. And it's weird. It's weird how it works. It's not your typical spin fishing. I mean, look at these little pumpkins we're catching. There's no point in me putting this third line in the water. It's just constant bites. There's a Xander. An Ultra Trophy. Really? Nice. You mean the blue tag? Pontic shad. Yeah, this minnow's not doing anything. It's also just not like... Why is it keeping that... why is it keeping the space in the line too? The slack keeps coming back in the line. I don't really get that. Yes? Yeah, it's blue tag. Rare trophy or whatever. Yeah. I don't know, Glock. It might be because so few people have jerk baits unlocked. A lot more pike get caught on poppers just because more people are using them. Sorry, folks. I do not give away stuff like gold baits and stuff. Even a white bream. Alright, the minnow experiment doesn't seem to be working. Let's try, I'll try a popper for a minute. I don't think because of the type of fish that are in here, I don't think these little guys are going to do much here, but I will certainly try it. I could be totally wrong on that. And then I think I'll try like just a little Aquila spinner or something. Where is it, by the way? Does it already have a fish on? Is it like making me out to be a liar already? Oh no, there it is. If that did work, it would be so cool because we could just watch the fish like attack it. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. Is that... Okay. Hold on. Oh, crap. Yeah, you do gotta love trial and error. Okay, where is it? Where's the popper? Is a fish already on it? Why did the popper sink? I thought it stayed on the top. I think it's like right next to us. Maybe I can't throw it that close. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, are Sichels... Oops. They do eat, like, larvae and worms and stuff, so... Yeah, that popper is stuck on the bottom right now. I'm going to have to recast it. I got to figure out... Oh, maybe it was... I don't know. I can clip this one, right? Oh, no, this is casting. Never mind. Dang, it pulls it. Alright. There. Oh, shoot. It, like, pulls it when I put it in the rod, the rod holder. We need to get a little more out in the open here. Alright, now I think it's... Now I think it's on top again. Alright. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Okay, so we would expect chub, perch. There it is. Are there pike here? I mean, it's moving a little slow for a pike, but pike might hit it. I don't know what's going on right now. What's up, lazy shrimp? Alright, where's the popper go? Oh, it's out there? Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's about to get a bite. Right? Did you see the little water disturbance underneath it? Did we hit 500 people? Nice. Y'all are awesome. Okay, there's the popper. Oops. Cool that you can set the hooks with the poppers. Yeah, what I'm actually thinking of doing, first of all, I think at the end of this day, I'm going to go to the tackle shop and we're going to buy a couple more like really light, like diver or like shallow divers or maybe top waters. And then I'll put both wackies on the side rods and then hold the one with the popper or whatever since we want to watch it anyway. And then just every couple minutes I'll pull the fish in from the wacky rigs because they're just constantly catching fish, you know. Ooh, nice. Speaking of which, I think I want to try a different color on this one. Actually, let's go with a stinky stick. Let's go with the 2.5003 on this one instead of a wacky rig. Stinky stick I don't think is quite the same bite rate, but it still does pretty dang good here. Natsvinsk. Oh, Bionic, you'll have such a good time at Amber if you keep playing and get there. I mean, it is just the best carp fishing. It's so much fun. But right now, 44.50 at Bear is doing pretty well, although it's just a different experience than Amber. Are you continuing story tonight? Yeah, I think I'm going to play Guild Wars 2 tonight. I want to try a couple different games after stream tonight, but I probably will get some Guild Wars 2 in, and if I play, I'll definitely be doing a little bit of story. Yeah, so you're getting there. You're playing Guild Wars 2 at the minute. Great, at the minute. That's awesome. Come on, Popper. I want to see a fish just nail that thing one more time. Come on. I gotta catch this fish. Little bream. Catch a little bit of everything here. What level are you in Guild Wars 2 now, Gravy? Do you cast into the reeds at 44.50? Yeah, so 23, like around 23 clip above the, kind of over the lilies. Oh, something just hit the popper and I missed it. Another little chub or something. So most people... What's up, Hunter? I'm doing good. Most people would probably be using size large 1 with potatoes, at least to start off, if you're wanting to catch carp. All right, let's throw this over here. No, just large 1, not the 1-0, just 1. Large 1 with potatoes, and you could also have like one of your rigs have cheese on there. And what are y'all doing 4450 for somebody that's been fishing there recently? It's either like 21 clip to your left, right to the right of like those weeds that are to your far left, or 23 clips straight ahead or a little to the right. I think recently more people have been doing like straight ahead or a little right bionic. That spot to the left was hot a while ago, but I'm not sure that's... Yeah, that's about right. $400, 400 silver an hour at Volkov Trolling. That's about right on average. Oh, come on, hit it. I know you want to hit it. I'm sure I've got fish on at least one of the other lines, but... Something's about to nail it. I can feel it. Yeah, there's hundreds of boilies now, bionic. But what they don't use anymore are the color boilies. It's all specific flavors. You've got sinking boilies, pop-up boilies, artificial corn. Oh, that stinks. Trophy pike spooled you, huh? That's not a fun way to get spooled at all. I guess there's not a fun way to get spooled, but... Ugh, I don't know if I can be this patient. There's like... fish on everywhere. I'm not sure if anything's doing great at Corey right now. It's been pretty slow from what I've heard. There's a Volga. We just need, like, we're not going to make any silver because I've been screwing around so much unless we hit some nice Volga Xander or Xander. We just got a bunch of junk. Only 37 fish, but I've been really screwing around a lot. I would say 23 meters. Hold down control and push plus or minus to change your clip before you cast. Well, basically all it does is it won't let it go past 23 meters. So you still have to cast strong enough to reach 23 meters, but it won't let it go past that. I'll be right back. I gotta take a quick bio break. Thank you, thank you. How far did I cast this line? Or did it get pulled out some? There's no way this little Pontic shad pulled the line out. Oh, dang. Pretty nice little fish. That's a Xander. It's not even a marker. This is actually where we want, when the Xanders are biting is when we want like that other lure that we were using before on the crank. Or the Dodger. Holy cow. I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir. Am I gonna have to chase this fish upriver? My little UL. Oh. Come here. What are you? It's probably a Xander. Come here. Come here. Ooh. It's an asp, isn't it? Yeah. That hurt. If it exceeds your test, it's a big deal. If it's less than your test, it's not too big of a deal. Because that just affects your casting. If it exceeds your test, you're doing damage to the reel and you could bust it, I believe. It's a fatty little perch. Grats number 1742466 on reaching level 2. Someone's alt account, I think. It's about as good as I can do right now. I may relog. There's a pumpkin. Because we want to fast travel back to town anyway when it's too late to catch anything. We'll go look in the tackle shop. We're going to do some more fun purchasing of lures. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be using this. Got 2 fish on. Ooh, it's a, whatchamacallit? A shad. Ooh. If it's the right species, it could be a nice one. Oh, look at that. Wow. I love those big old sichels. Wow, that's a nice Xander, though. Is that a Rudd? Oh, or Terran. I like the way the Terrans look. But I think there's a Rudd cafe order, right? But it might be for 2. No chance I'm going to get that 3rd line out right now. Well, this little run we've had on marker fish has definitely helped salvage our silver day. Or at least not going to be too embarrassing on our total. That stinks, Bionic. Oh. Just this past week, Bionic. Ooh, I love Clupanellas, but man, I want to get a marker. Just this past week, Bionic, I did do a pretty extensive guide on YouTube about carp fishing at Amber. Because there's so many, so much new equipment and boilies and all that. So if you do end up getting into it, it might at least be a helpful primer to get you started. If you want to get that info instead of just trying to figure it out yourself. Congrats on reaching level 3, Mr. Alt Account 466. Jaden, for real? After Caliber, maybe the Tagara? I mean, Caliber's a pretty nice reel. I've not used a Caliber, but I mean, my understanding is it's like basically as nice as like the Alpha 8000, if not a step above that. Here's a little Burbot. How cute is that? So it just kind of depends. Like, I mean, the next step from there tends to be up to the big boy level. So Tagara, Megara, or Balut, or Vinga. I've never used Caliber or a Narga. I certainly hear better things about the Caliber than the Narga overall. But again, I've never tested either one of them. But I think from there, the Tagara might be your next step. It's pricey though. It's a long save. I mean, back in the day, I had a ton of trophy Burbots on Quarry, but that was a long time ago. Things have changed since then. Burbot are not like they once used to be. How many different species of fish have we caught now? Look at that. And that's not even that many. I mean, yesterday, I think in 12, 13, 14. I think I had 19 yesterday in one little stroll down the drift down the river. All right, it's getting a little late. Well, we've made it pretty far down this time. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I always, like, I've just heard too many stories like that. I try to always remember to have a couple extra tickets in my inventory these days. Oh. $16 kilo salmon. Atlantic salmon are so fun to catch. That's what I was doing when I first started streaming tonight. I'll see if there's anything on the weekly, or maybe just on the overall, actually. We could do that. just like jig a maggot down the river. I don't know. How strong is my line? Because that's going to really, like, I think increase the chances of hitting a cat or something. So we've got basically 10 kilos of strength. Huh. Just put a jig, just put a maggot on there. Carp fishing. To me, it would be carp fishing bionic. Especially since bear's been pretty decent recently. But, I mean, it just depends on what's hot, you know? You could also say trolling Volkov with the fact that the Atlantic salmon are doing pretty decent. Yeah, potatoes and cheese. I'd do 2 potatoes, 1 cheese. Alright. Give me 1 second here. The common barbel. Yeah, the barbel and the golden tench actually have both been somewhat present on bear lately, which is nice. Let's see if numbers have been replaced. That is one thing about carp fishing that's kind of nice, Bionic, is you can play other stuff. Are you catching much? Is that hot? Is that spot? God, I've still got numbers. Oh, it's so frustrating. All right. Let's check cafe. Yeah, we didn't get anything. So there are pike here. About 100 silver. Look at that sitchel. Let's see. I am kind of curious if the maybe we don't want the biggest jig head. Can we get a small jig head? How small do we want to go though? Like a 6? Let's try a 6. And then just like a maggot on there. I think that might be worth trying. I don't know how it will go, but I think that might... Uh-oh. It's too heavy. Yeah, you can press R to see if fish is on. The test is only 10 grams. So I actually need a lighter jig. Okay. I need a lighter jig head. The featherhead. How much is the... Okay, so I could do a 5.5 gram one. That's what we want to do. Featherhead. I think this will make it... Okay, yep. Okay. And then... What about top water? Super popper? That 3 looks pretty good. Dang, why is the 6 out? Oh, that does look good. It's out of stock though. I think the 3 and the 4. Probably the 1. We don't want anything real heavy. These are ultralight poppers. They're all sold out. I'll have to remember next time I'm at Volkov or whatever. Those would be cool though. Those might be perfect. Look how dark those are. Daggum. Maybe at night, but holy cow. Ooh, that is crazy looking. Okay. Depth is 4 meters. We'd want really shallow here, like this. Like the aggressor only goes 3.5 meters, right? Is there anything more shallow than that? 3 meter hijackers. How light are they? 10 gram. This one's only 7.5 gram. Oh, these go 1 meter. That's right. These go really shallow, don't they? The funky minnows and stuff. That's kind of why I was thinking these. I don't know though. I didn't really have any bites on those. Those are crazy looking. There should be one with a depth of like 0.5 meters. It's like 1 meter is about as... Those are pretty small and light. I don't know, that might be worth trying. Oh, Thank you, number 1299657. All right, I'll have to remember to try that. Was that you, Glock? All right, we got to get out there. It's 4 something in the morning. Thank you, 1299657. That's funny stuff. One two nine nine six five seven responded. All right. I feel like this is going to be fun. I hope it is, at least. Are you talking about Guild Wars, Amar? Wait, what does that mean, a server restart? Are you talking about in this? All right, let's see if this does anything. Dang, that went a long ways. Let's see if this maggot does anything. And we're gonna change this to, yeah, lure rig for now. What leader size? 4? Or just under 4? What did I do? 3.6, I guess. And we're gonna put that little popper on here. Oh, poppers are at the bottom. Wait. Was it? Which one was it? Super Popper 006? Yeah, it was this one. Okay, cool. Perch. Oh, Oh. Okay. Fish on the, look at that. That maggot just hanging out of the perch's mouth. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, it's too heavy. Test is only 4 grams. Okay, hold on. What's the test on this one? 5 grams? Okay. So I'll have to try that popper on the other rod. We have to keep it under 4 grams. 5 grams. This is right at 4 grams, but it's not a topwater, so that won't be as fun anyway. These are under. Alright, let's do this back to wacky then. I'll have to use that one on the other line. Where's my shoot? What line do I? What size do I want to do on this one? I think I've had 14. Let's try 10 for a little bit, and let's try number 7. Somebody's saying my name, but all I see is numbers. 1179201. What's up? Not too much. How you doing? What's up, number 1179201? Alright, we're not getting bites on anything right now. I think we've got... Oh, I got you, Amar. Yeah, it's just like... Sometimes there's some weird server connection stuff. And this happens. I don't know. It usually corrects itself, but it's been like this for me most of the night now. I don't know if it's like that for everybody or if it's just me, but I'm really curious to see what kind of fish we catch on this. So far it's been 2 perch on this jigging rig with the maggot on there. Oh, you're seeing everybody's names? So it's just me, huh? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Dang, that was a fast bite on both, actually. Y'all are identifying which numbers you actually are. Alright, so the first non-perch looks like a miniature Xander. So that's kind of what we'd like to see on this thing, but we want to see them a little bigger than that. Xander and Volga Xander would be ideal as we drift down the river. Nocturnal Fool, what's a good spinning setup for a level 18 to troll on Corey? Well, like saving up for a Proton Pro or Saber 60 would probably be a good reel, and then just really any spinning rod that you want to troll with. The rods aren't that expensive at that level. It's just getting a good reel. There you go. I like what Glock said. NJM, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Bite rate's picking up. Yeah, Proton Pro would be better. Would be safer. I mean, the Proton 6000 might get you started. I think you know, like the 7.5 reels, if you're using spinner baits and stuff, you can still run into some fish that'll, like, you'll have to chase around the lake all day, but you might get started that way. But you really want like Saber 60 Proton Pro level to really get going. Oh shoot, there's fish on it in there. I think most people run fluorocarbon leaders at Corey. And for lures, I would just check weeklies. I don't think that Corey's been particularly hot today, but I'm sure you can still catch some fish. It's been a couple days since I fished at Corey. You know, Bionic, you can no longer send gear to people unless the gear was bought with gold. So if you purchase gear, I think that's the only exception to that might be like beginner gear. You might be able to do beginner gear. I don't know which ones you can, which ones you can't, but pretty much anything substantial you can't send to other players. Magnus Barstool says you can send the kits. Can you send them even after they're opened? Or do you mean you can send an unopened kit? Unopened. So even like a pro kit. So that's one way someone could. It's one way someone could give someone something pretty nice, or like fairly nice for their level. Oh yeah, I love the kits. Especially the beginner, like the first feeder kit for when you're first starting out. You are getting it is good value, and there aren't like options at that point anyway, so or not many options. I feel like the Pro kit is still decent, but it's not always the choice I would make, so it's a little weird. All right, we just caught a Sichel on this. That's good to know. So far, that little maggot on the jigging rig has done really well. It's not quite the same bite rate as like a wacky worm, but it's pretty cool. They're in the store. If you click on like rods, I think the kits are at the top, or if you go to a specific type of rod like feeder rods, you'll see the feeder kits at the top. And it's just like a box you open in your inventory, and it comes with a full kit put together, what you would need. Anyone know what Lacerti 4000s are unlocked? What level? Goodness. Can you not use a Lacerti at level 1? Maybe not. It's early though. Questions are fine, Nocturnal. In fact, they're thinking about putting carp kits. So like a beginner and pro level carp rod kit. I think at least they've talked about it. I don't know if they're actually going to do it, but I think that would be really cool. Where does it show max weight you can use for it? So that would be the max drag. Would be the amount of kilos you would want to match up in terms of your line size, if that's what you're asking. It doesn't really say like, yeah, I think that's what you're asking. The rod will have the test on it in terms of how much weight can go on the line, but the reel, for the spinning reel, the reel will just have your max drag. So the Lacerti has a max drag of 5.5. The Lagoon 3000 also has a 5.5. So what are you asking then, if not the... Are you talking about the test? That would be on the rod. Only the, what kind of reels have test on it? Is it bait casting? Yeah, bait casting. Any of the bait casting reels have test on them, but not the... It's always a tough decision, Gravy. I face that decision a lot these days. Woo! Big pull. I don't know who's asking me, but someone says 1742466, MDog, do you think the test of the low profile reels makes a difference? I have no idea. Wait, isn't there a pike order? I think 2 of them, it might be 2 above 3 though, I'm not sure. I have no idea. I didn't even know that bait casting reels had a test until recently, to be honest with you. I mean, you could just have me on in the background and just kind of hear me. And if something exciting happens, you can alt-tab over. But after I, whatever I'm doing, after I drift this time down the river here, I'm going to be calling it myself for the stream tonight. Have we gotten any more points in spin fishing? Is this what we were when we came to Donuts, 88.4, or were we 0.3? I can't remember now. I know we got some during happy hour, but I'm not sure if we've had any since. Two pike above 3 kilo. Thank you for that information, 1299657. I appreciate it. Maximize your Proton Pro. Weird all numbers to dog. I hope that's fixed by tomorrow. I wonder if I had a little bit larger jig head on there, if I would be catching marker Xander instead of these small Xander. I don't know. I just have to be careful because I do not want to hook into big catfish on that line, or it will be game over. Dang, how'd you get such a low number? 161741. It's like you're missing a digit. Hello. It's a zebra. They better not make me fail this time. Good clip at 67, 157 amber. 67, 157. That's not the pond, is it? Where is that? You know how I am with numbers at amber. I can't keep them straight. So you have to, Bionic, you have to equip a carp rig. So you can't do it on loop rig or inline or paternoster or whatever. You actually have to change your feeder rod or carp rod to a, ooh, it's another zebra mussel, to a carp rig. So classic hair, classic pop-up, that kind of thing. Numbers, names, now coordinates. Yep. Basically just my whole brain. It really, I mean, so this, this is a long way of answering your question. The short answer is to say I'm not sure, Bionic. I would check the weeklies, but this is at Bear, but this is for like black carp, let's say, because black carp are mostly at Bear, and Old Berg, but hopefully Bear has the biggest. If the weeklies are showing you pop-up boilies, then I would probably use classic pop-up. If the weeklies are showing you sinking boilies, then I would probably use classic hair rig. I mean, I think that's sort of the easiest way to get going. I use primarily classic pop-up or classic hair rig when I'm carp fishing. But again, it depends on what's hot. Is it a sinking boilie or a pop-up boilie? At Amber lately, it's been all about the pop-up boilies, but I don't know why that is. Carp rods are just really big, heavy feeder rods. They tend to be longer and stronger so that you can cast a lot farther. At Amber, sometimes you have to cast pretty far to hit the beds that you're fishing out of. And it also should help you bring in the big fish. Minimum reel for beginning carp fishing. At Bear, on my leveling account, I did a little bit of carp fishing on Saber 60s. But man, it is much safer at Alpha 8000 level. Much safer. Yes, it says carp rod. It's its own thing. So here are feeder rods. And here are carp rods. Oh, no problem. Thanks for the follow. $88.5. That was our goal. That is awesome. What are you at now, Glock? $77, and you haven't gotten a point in 2 hours? Man, are you trolling? Catching good fish? 77, 71. Still, I mean, come on now. Volkov is as good a place as any. Yeah, Bionic. Just not Corey or Oldberg, basically. But Bionic, I would not spend a ton of silver on boilies. Again, I would just try to figure out, like, what's something that's working and just try that. You know what I mean? Like, you can go crazy on boilies and spend so much money. And if you're using boilies, you want to use dip. I'm assuming you're not 100% bottom fishing yet, so you can't use PVA. So you do want to use a dip. Match a dip with the boilie. Again, if you don't know any of, like, if you haven't been following all of this, watching that video on YouTube would probably be helpful. Not that I don't mind answering questions at all. I'm just saying there is so much info about carp fishing. At least it seems that way to me. especially when you get to amber. That was timely. Thank you, Moobot. Man, I like getting these mussels. That is a nice little bonus here to get this gold bait. You know, I'm not sure, Bionic. I haven't tested the bottom at Bear in different spots a whole lot. I've done more of that at Amber. I prefer the bait casters by far. In fact, this is a this is an ultralight bait caster. And it's pretty, I love using it. This spinning setup here that I purchased for ultralight, this is the first spin fishing thing that I've done in forever. I almost exclusively use bait casters, mainly for real nice stuff. I'll use the Steelness with the Evora, but for like trolling Volkov and stuff, the steelheads are great. And so, but for ultralight, I've got one bait casting setup and one spinning setup. Well, I think it's personal preference. I'm not trying to make, I mean, so if you look at the steelhead, it says it has a max drag of 16 kilos. In my opinion, those 16 kilos feel stronger than 16 kilos would feel on a spinning rod. I don't know if I'm right on that. That's how it feels to me. I think if nothing else, it's personal preference, but I mean, they're made for being able to cast further, being more precise, and I think that the reels tend to have a little more hidden strength in them, at least in my experience, but I don't know that for sure. Where are we on the map right now? We're in this long patch of 4-meter hole. No. Not exactly. I mean, 88.6, guys, and a nice Volgazander. That's the whole reason why we're using this this jig rig with the maggot on there. 16 kilos is the... Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're asking. All right, so on this one, I have 17.7 kilo line. But you can go way higher than that on the steelhead. Like on this one, I've got 30 kilo line on my steelhead. You're going to do more damage to it when you overload it like that, but the steelhead does fine with that much of an increase in the line. I don't think I've had a marker red today. I've caught a couple like sub markers, but let's try to get it right in the middle here. 4-meter part. See if we can't catch a couple Volgazanders. It's that time of day. Well, you can overload it too much, Nocturnal, and you can break your reel. I mean, you've got to be careful. And always make sure that you don't go over the load capacity of your rod, because you can also break your rod. I think the higher the quality of reel, the more you can aggressively overload it. But I wouldn't say that you can do whatever you want, because you can reach a point where you cause so much damage that you just snap or break the reel. Someone broke a reel in chat tonight, in fact. I think it was a Proton. So unfortunately, it's a little bit of a like gray area on how much, at least to me it is. I think some people have done some testing and feel like they know exactly where the line is, but I don't know. Oh yes, that was 1558761 that blew up a Proton. Yeah, the Xanders have just all been small. So, you know, do we want to take a chance that we could catch some like catfish or not catch them? Ooh, there's a little burbot because of how small the line is. Or do we just want to be okay with the Xanders are going to be small, but the Volgazander might be nice? There is certainly some nicer carp rods out there these days, Bionic. I still use bloody hooks sometimes, but I don't think they're the nicest. Some people hate them. In fact, I think Wrangler sent me all of his bloody hooks at some point because he just hated them. I still use them some, but for carp fishing, I tend to use the really nice ones. Like I can show you what's on my carp rigs right now. Well, so I've got 1.0 hooks because of a specific spot that I was using. But typically I would be using like large one, like these Edelon Muggas. I like those a lot. Zenith makes those. I do not know any E-Bream spots on Tuba currently. Come on, Volgazander. That's not a Volgazander. I do not think that the flashlight scares away the fish. Not as far as I know. Clupanella. We're going to get a marker Clupanella one day. It doesn't in real life. It does not in real life either. $88.6. So especially with happy hour tomorrow, we should be able to hit 90% tomorrow. Sorry. We should be able to hit 89% tomorrow. And then we'll just have that last percent to go to get jerkbait. fish. Look at that bream. What are you saying, Castro? I feel like you get more bang for your buck, and then maybe you have a big fish on. In 3 hours of fishing, including happy hour, I got 0.4%. It can be pretty slow going, right, Block? Nice Volgazander, 1299657. Wait. Oh, yeah. Your keyboard went whack. Look at that weekly record UL bream. I think that's the first weekly UL bream I've ever had. So no one's ever called T-Beard. Why you gotta do me like that? 124, whatever your number is. No one's ever caught a trophy bream on ultra. Oh wait, I shouldn't say no one. Yep, never mind. It has happened. Just not USA. So weird. Zaito, what's up? Those wacky worms wear fast? Yeah. You just basically use them for a day and then throw them out. Dang it. Do marker clupinellas even exist? $29-gram clupinella. What's the weekly on clupinellas? This is whole world. This isn't just US. 25. What's the US? 18. So you're saying it's possible. Indeed, 1525029. Something about my connection with the server, Zato, is just like screwed up tonight. It happens once every blue moon. Usually it goes away within a few minutes, but it's been that way all night for me tonight. Is that a white bream? That's a nice white bream. Are we still drifting? Kinda? I don't know. I'm starting to think you can actually just drift all night. Oh, the next number that responds with where they're fishing, I'll know it's Relicade. Oh, is that Relicade or is that someone pretending to be Relicade? Trying to throw me off the trail. So Relicade may be 1299657. Oh, I think Relicade may also be 1468452. Specific numbers and everything, that's got to be Relicade. I haven't caught something on the maggot in a while. Let's see what this fish is. It's 2:40 in the morning. What's still biting here? Oh, a Volga. Interesting. Okay. Be right back. Okay. Let's see if we broke 100 silver. I'm not sure we did. I think we actually caught less valuable fish than we did the day before. But the more importantly, we got 0.1% in spin fishing. It was a successful drift down Seversky Donuts River. The Libertarian 1776. I know that date. Thank you for the follow. I guess it's a year more than a date, isn't it? Here we are back at Main Street. Yeah, we could have gotten a zebra mussel, but I think turning a zebra mussel into bait is worth more than 20 silver almost every time. Yeah. We caught a lot of pumpkin seeds, but those are big pumpkin seeds they want. 1222-307 says, wow, M-Dog. Not sure why, but that's what they said. 83 silver. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, we're missing stuff at the top end here. Not enough Xander, Volga Xander to make everything else add up. And sometimes we have like really nice 1 kilo Sichel. Those are worth a lot more. Just not the best. Do y'all want to hear the squishy sounds? Okay. 83 silver. By far the worst sound of the game is eating boiled egg.